Well, thank you for being our first guest on this series that I want to do about the impact of the coronavirus on small business. Because I think it's very important that we start telling these stories about what the impact is, what we're doing as small businesses, and what are some strategies that maybe we can share with one another to help each other survive. Because small business is incredibly important, and everything that I've seen so far suggests that, well, people give lip service to small business. There isn't a whole lot of relief out there for them. So, Brigitte, you run Orto Restaurant, a remarkably successful, fantastic restaurant in North Vancouver. What's the current state of affairs for you?
Well, thank you for having me first, Stu, to talk about this situation that for us as small business owner is a big problem, big issue. First of all, we don't really know how to react because the information changes from a day to another. I would say even from an hour to another. I just got back from a trip abroad, France to name it, and I made it just in time to come back home to take care of my business. Even if my staff was here to take care of it while I was away, I had to make some decision. And the first one was, shall we stay open or not? And believe me, it's one of the toughest decisions that I have to take in the last years. For the safety of my customers, but first of all, my staff, there was no question. We had to shut down. And we did on Tuesday. Big decision. It's a sad one. We don't know exactly what we're going to do now. It's too soon to take any big decisions. My staff is safe, and that's the first step. Now, what are we going to do for the next weeks? I don't know yet. I don't know in a way that how long is it going to last? What do we have to do to still keep a bit of business? A lot of our restaurant colleagues are thinking about doing to-go or small menu. My place is too small to host any customers. You know, the 2 meters that is recommended to be safe, it doesn't happen at Orto. Everybody is too close by and we cannot keep this distance. I have few ideas, of course, and right now it's a little too early to talk about it. What I can say is that a big movement of my customers is happening. A lot of email, phone calls. People are very supportive and really want to help small business like mine and are coming up with ideas and suggestions that are really appreciated, because I'm a bit lost, to be honest with you. I don't know what the future is. I don't know what my business is going to be. And what's really interesting, you were kind enough not that long ago to interview me about my career. And I remember I told you right now, I'm good, I'm happy, my business is doing well. But being a business owner, small business owner, is like a roller coaster. Today it's good, tomorrow we don't know. And bing, here we go. Now we are back to step one, and we don't know what the future is for us.
Well, you talk about life being a roller coaster when you're a small business owner. That's in the best of times. Right now, I don't know about you, but I have no idea what the right decision is. What do I hang on to? How do I try to innovate? What's possible, what isn't? How can I make something work? For you, what are some of the options that are available to you that you can say, well, here's something that's innovative that I can try that maybe will help to continue to bring some revenue through the door? Because I don't think your rent's going away.
No, no,
Your
no.
hydro bill's not going away. There are things that you're still going to have to pay. So are there things that you're sort of saying, well, if I try this, or could I do that? But is that even possible?
No, and the thing is that it's the unknown that is difficult to manage. if someone was going to tell me, okay, it's going to last for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it's a different story. We can plan the future. Now there is the big question mark. How long is it going to last? How long are the small business owners going to have enough, to pay those bills? We don't know. Of course, the government has good ideas, for EI, for our employees, to be paid as fast as possible, but they would still lose a lot of money. The good news, and correct me if I'm wrong, I've heard that even the owners of the companies are going to get a little bit something to pay some bills in a certain way. But as you were saying, my rent is not going to vanish suddenly because the landlord has to also pay bills. So it's a kind of dominoes effect, everybody is affected. What I know is I'm going to hold payments as much as I can. CRA would be the first one that will hold.
Yeah.
And that's it. What can I say? What can I do? My
Yeah.
staff is going to be the first one to be taken care of because it's going to stop. This crisis is going to stop one day. And I still want, when I open the door again, to have my loyal staff that was, they were with me until now. They were here until yesterday asking me, what can we do to help? Unfortunately, I have no answer, nothing to be done right now.
Well, okay. Let's deal with staff. How many staff members do you have? So how many people are affected by this?
I have 15 staff right now,
15
1
people
5.
who
Yeah.
are losing their jobs.
Mhm. And what's interesting, I even have some staff that was going to be hired for my busy season, summertime. I have actually started some process for visa for people abroad. So everything is on hold. I had a guy who was supposing to start actually yesterday. He quit his job on another job, ready to start with me. And bingo, I cannot hire him. The place is locked, is closed, so nothing I can do for him. So is he going to wait for me? Is he going to wait for this crisis to be over? I don't know. My staff right now, are they going to stay in Canada? Some are living far from here, even in Europe. Are they going to stay here? Are they going to go back home with their family in Europe? Big question mark. It's going to be a surprise, or I believe, I trust them that they're going to stay with me, but I would not even blame them if they don't. They
Right.
need to live. They need to get money. They need to carry on with their life.
It's a horrible feeling, isn't it? Knowing that you have to
Oh,
make a
it is.
decision to protect yourself because you have to do that, protect your business, but in doing so, it makes things even worse for the people who have been a part of the journey in building your business. But how do you find that balance? How do you find that place that says, okay, here's the right decision? Because nothing feels like the right decision.
Well, as I was saying, from an hour to another, we receive so many informations. Everybody has a story to tell about the worst scenario. Everybody has an opinion. We have to stay calm. I think that's really what the feeling that I have right now. Put everything on hold. Don't make wrong decision. Try to stay positive. I know it's not easy, but there is not much to do, and we are all on the same boat. What I have to say is, for myself, I'm the captain of that boat, and I won't leave it. I'll be the last one to jump in the water if something happens. I will keep my people around me and just keep contact with them, call them as much as I can, and just let them know that I won't let them down. That's all what I can say.
I know that is all that you can say. So you've got your employees. You have an awful lot of suppliers as well who bring you food every day. There's wine that you're not buying. There's a variety of other, services that you interact with on a daily basis. They're all being impacted as well. And do you find, are you in a situation where you have like a specific order that you have to have, or are you able to at least stop that and not be incurring further food and beverage
That's the
charges?
beauty of it. I don't have any orders that I cannot stop. The suppliers have been also very helpful and reasonable. What can they do?
Mm-hmm.
I had to throw away all what I had in my fridges or give it away to my staff. I've lost a week here, a week of
Wow.
supplies, but that's not such a big deal. What can we do? Nothing. Everybody slowed down. I
Right.
call my suppliers. Of course, they supply big restaurants, small restaurants. We are all facing the same problem. The big companies that have years of business, they are stronger than small places. All my
Maybe.
farmers, the season is just starting from for the long winter. They have those beautiful produces that were going to be ready in a couple of weeks. What are they going to do with it? It's a loss,
Yeah.
just a loss. So let's hope that it won't last too long. Couple of weeks, even couple of months. Let's be ready for the late spring, and then the economy is going to start again. And it's a feeling like a war time.
Mm-hmm.
People. I, I cannot imagine. Some people are hoarding food like if it was war. What is going to happen after? I hope it will be just like after war. Everybody would like to go out and have fun and eat in restaurants and just enjoy life again. It's just like a war. I was listening to our French president, the last speech he had on TV. He repeated many times, "This is war. This is war." It's really scary when you hear that. Really
Mm-hmm.
scary. And we
Well,
are. I am still in a group of age that I'm still healthy, but think about all those older people. How do they live? Is there assistance for those people just to go shopping and to live, just carry on the regular life?
mm-hmm. Well, you touched on something a little bit earlier about don't panic. I reflected on a conversation that I recently recorded with a woman, Sila Watt Cloche, who's an Inuit leader, and she wrote a book, The Right to Be Cold. But she was talking about life in the Arctic, and she said where it is bitterly cold. And one of the worst things that you can do when you get into harsh environments like that, she said, is to panic. Because when you
Mhm.
panic, you die. And we need to try and find that calm, even though we have no idea what the right answer is. It's not like you can say, well, I've been here before, and so I have instincts that say,
Mhm.
this is what I need to do. I haven't been here before. I think I've been through the downturn of '08 as far as business was concerned and managed to like eke my way through. But I haven't been in a situation like this, and I don't know whether or not the strategy that I employed then is going to work now. And if it doesn't, then what? And so that's the position that we as small business owners are left in.
Mhm. Absolutely. Big question mark on everything.
And so I
But
listen to the
what?
announcements from the federal government, from the mayors, and all these kinds of things. And I don't know what the level of consideration is for business owners and how this is impacting them in a way that's going to ensure that we can restart easily. Because if you get so crippled, it's very, very difficult to come back out of that.
I think there is no bad decision. You
Yeah.
know, there are no bad decision. We try our best to run the show, to save our businesses.
Uh huh.
Nobody can say now. We'll talk about it in 6 months. That would be, that's all what we can do. Just still
Yeah.
believe, still
Yes.
believe.
Well, most importantly, stay well, stay strong. Thanks for sharing your experience with
Thank
this,
you.
Brigitte. Thanks for helping me get this
Thank you, sir.
this series started, because I want to make sure that other business owners who have ideas and experiences that they can share will watch this and will get in touch with me to help us and maybe gain some insights from what they know. Maybe they've got a way of dealing with tax rules. Maybe they've got some strategy that they've employed with their staff that can work, that other people can benefit from. So the invitation is open to anybody who's a business owner who would like to have this kind of conversation. So thanks, Brigitte.
Thank
And
you. Thank you so much for having me.
stay strong.
You too, Stu. Bye bye.
Bye bye.